Well, today's hike brings us to an attempt of Mount Jackson, elevation around 4,050 feet, I believe, and the southern presidential range of New Hampshire. Yep, we're back here. It's quite snowy, and might actually post hole a little, like you could if you don't have snowshoes, particularly farther up. And I have Mr. Josh.
Right.
No Ray though. So we're just gonna try and chug along here. If we don't get to the top, that's okay. I've never hiked in when the snow is falling. So let's see how this goes. Making our way up the Webster Jackson Trail. This trail saw maybe a couple inches of fresh powder with the ice underneath. So traction may be difficult if you don't have snowshoes or crampons. I know I slid backward even with these on. But this hike is shorter than Pierce by like 1.2 miles, 5 miles round trip. So hopefully it's not too bad. Alright, I remember this section incredibly well. We're making better time than I thought. As you can see, we got a blue blaze signifying an AT side path. So this will make some excellent butt sliding.
Steep.
In good snow conditions. So we're gonna take a breather here and we're gonna tackle this. Alright, we came up on some really big boulders. I bet there be a good view from the top of it, but I ain't risking my life to climb that thing. I'll leave it to the professional rock climbers. And we should be getting fairly close to Bugle Cliff, which in clear weather there would be a good view from, but not even worth it today. Unless the clouds clear on the way down. Made the junction with the Bugle Cliff spur path. How you doing? Catch some snowflakes with your tongue?
Yeah. Bugle
Cliff is that way. But nobody's gone there. I can kind of see why. It's still soft and snowy. No view, so not worth it to go there just now. Maybe after, if the clouds clear, might visit it. I think we should be getting fairly close to the junction with the Webster Jackson Trail Fork. With this one that goes to Webster and the one that goes to Jackson. We're taking the Jackson branch. Not going over to Webster today. So, nothing interesting happens. I'll catch you when we get over there. We've arrived at the junction with the Webster Jackson Trail Fork Split. As you can see here, Webster Jackson Trail goes a mile that way to Webster, but we're not going that way, at least not now, or today. Mount Jackson is 1.2 miles that way. That's the way everybody seems to go. So that's the way we're going to go. How you feeling? Well, gonna take a longish break, then I'll catch you farther up the Jackson branch of the Webster Jackson Trail. Another steep section on the Webster Jackson Trail. We are so butt sliding down this. Onward we go to the summit of Mount Jackson. Well, we're in the more shady woods now, characteristic of higher elevations in the Lay Mountains. Catch some more snowflakes. So we're just gonna chug along here. Slow and steady wins the race. We're at a frozen water crossing on the Webster Jackson Trail. If you're silent, you can hear the water flowing underneath. It goes down there. Up we go. Another section that we're probably going to butt slide on the way down. I think we should be getting somewhat close to the beginning of the scramble to the summit. That'll make it as you get closer to it. The trail is getting a bit more moderate. There are some steep parts, but as a whole, I wouldn't call this steep by any means. The whole hike from trailhead to the summit. Generally moderate, with a few steeper sections. Alright, things are starting to clear out. So, if I think we are, I'll meet you there. AKA the start of the scramble to the top of Jackson. This isn't the true base of the scramble. but I can tell we're getting close. I kind of remember this from my last climb up here. So, just gonna go on this preliminary section, and I'll catch you up the scramble if it's not too dangerous.
Alright, this is the famous Mount Jackson Scramble. Quarter goes that way, marked by Karen. And unless something interesting happens, I will meet you on the summit of 4,052-foot Mount Jackson.
Alright, we've arrived at the summit of Mount Jackson. As you can see, it is quite windy and really freaking cold and windy. That's the summit sign. Just came 2.5 miles on the Webster Jackson Trail. I'll show you around. If I did it in my last video, I don't remember. That way goes to Mount Webster. Don't want to go that way. This is a rough path heading to what I believe to be the true summit of Jackson. Yep, this has got to be the true summit. Slipped. Man, it's quite a hike to get up here. Steep at times, really steep. The scramble is interesting. So, winter 4,000 footer number 4 is in the books for me. And 4,000 footer number 3 is for Josh. Not much to see for you, so I'll just leave it with this. Sorry, the last one cut off. We're going to take a really short breather here, and then I'll meet you back at the trailhead if nothing interesting happens. Alright, something interesting did come up. We are at the Bugle Cliff Outlook. And there is actually a view. Hooray! Why couldn't this have come on Jackson? Oh well. Out there is the Willie Range. Not too good of a view. Kind of stalked in. Actually, I believe that immediate mountain in front of us is Mount Willard. And over there, you can't really see it, but down there roughly is where we're parked. Not too good of a view today, but oh well, I'll take it. It's been the only view all day. We're back at the trailhead in Crawford Notch, our Route 302. We did it, man. But I think you've had enough for one day, as far as hiking goes. Yeah, we both banged up some parts of our body. So, it was a rough one. I mean, going up was alright. It was like maybe the last few tenths of a mile that were really butt kickers. And the wind and cold on the summit was really, really bad. So bad that icicles were forming on my mustache and beard. And my hands were on the verge of frostbite. So round trip distance was 5 miles, so I don't know, maybe 2,000, 2,100 feet of elevation gain. So from Josh and me at the Webster Jackson Trailhead, see you on my next adventure.